Hello and welcome my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear 3rd standard little gems once again in science class. My dear little kids, I know that you are very much excited for the science paper and that today is the last revision of science lecture. Now my dear little gems, I hope that you have revised a lot and also that whatever I gave you the lectures, you have understood each and every aspect of how the questions will be twisted. So we have reached up till revision at the end. That means this is our very last lecture of the revision. So I hope that you are prepared with your books, your pencil, as you do in all the lectures. And before I start anything, I just want to appreciate the students, those who are working hard. Few students are really very much consistent, obedient, doing each and everything and are sending each and everything to the follow-up teachers and even to me myself. I really appreciate the ones those who are really watching the lectures regularly. So, without wasting the time, let's see what are we going to do today. We are going to revise the second half part of the paper style, whereas in the previous lecture we revised the first half part of the paper style. So, be ready with the book and pencil. Also, give the heading revision, also today's date. Now, I hope that you have written your dates. Few are very much smart. They already before sitting for the lecture, they just give the revision heading and the date because they know what are we going to do as they are regular. So, first and foremost thing what we are going to do is fill in the blanks. So below the heading revision, give this heading fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks, I know we have revised, not only fill in the blanks but many things we have revised many times. For those who needs the revision again and again, also we have done a lots of revision work for them. Also paper should be very easy. Now here the twist is questions are twisted. For those who have watched the previous lectures, they know how the questions are twisted. In the same way, for fill in the blanks, questions are twisted. So repeat all the answers as well as the questions once I display the correct answer. Because here the answers in your fair book might be converted into question and the question 1 or 2 words might be converted into the answers. So you have to write the answers here before I display it because correct answers you have in your fair book. Don't cheat, don't try to look into your fair book, try to test your knowledge on your own before appearing for the test exam. So I hope that you have given the heading fill in the blanks while I was explaining you this. So let's get started. First question is, animals such as bear eats dash as well as the flesh of other animals. Now that you know animals such as bear, so in your book bear was the answer. Here something else will be the answer. Please write down the answer, whatever the answer is according to you. Animals such as bear eats dash as well as the flesh of other animals. I hope that you are writing your answers and I hope that many of them might have written the answers. So let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer here is plants. So animals such as bear eats plants as well as the flesh of other animals. Correct? So please repeat this statement after me loudly and clearly. Animals such as bear eats plants as well as flesh of other animals. So I hope that this is set in your mind how it can be twisted. With this, moving on to the next question. Number 2, rabbits, rats and dash know their food. I repeat the question. Rabbits, rats and dash know their food. Here, how they eat their food? No, GNAW, no, is already given. Other than rabbits, rats, which animal was mentioned? Try not to copy from anywhere. Try to recollect whatever you have learnt. I hope that you are writing the answers. Rabbits, rats and dash know their food. So if you have written the answer, let's see what the answer is. And here the answer is squirrels. So this way I have twisted this question by adding the squirrel into the blank part and making the answer GNAW know in the part of question. So here when you write the answer in the exam, make sure that the squirrels, the spelling is correct. Anyways, please repeat this statement after me loudly and clearly. Rabbits, rats and squirrels know their food. Okay, moving on to the next one. Number 3. Carnivores have very sharp and pointed dash to tear their food. I would like to repeat the question once. Carnivores have very sharp and pointed dash to tear their food. Please write down the answer and then check the answer once I display the correct answer. For those who have understood this sentence and have learnt the blanks properly, thoroughly, they might have written the answers already when they saw the question. Carnivores have very sharp and pointed dash. So let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is teeth. Okay, they tear their food with the teeth, with the help of teeth. Then they have the sharp pointed teeth and the strong jaws. Please repeat this statement after me. Carnivores have very sharp and pointed teeth to tear their food. That's it. Okay, moving on to the next one. Number 4. A snake dashed its food whole. A snake dashed its food whole. Please write down the answer. This is related to food. Obviously, then this is related directly to the eating habit. A snake dashed its food whole. So, while you write the answer, make sure your spelling is right, because here the answer is such that if you don't write the spelling correct, your half marks might be cut. So for those who have written the answers, let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is swallows. So here in your fair book, snake was the answer which you had to write, but here I have converted it into the question part. So the correct answer here is swallows. So please repeat this sentence after me. A snake swallows its food whole. That means without chewing, it just gobbles up its food without the help of teeth. So I hope that you have written the correct answer. For those who have written incorrect answer, please modify your answer. Okay, now moving on to the next one, number 5. A frog has a dashed tongue to catch its prey. A frog has a dashed tongue to catch its prey. Please write down the answer. What kind of tongue frog has to catch its prey? So, if you have written the answer, let's see what the correct answer is. A frog has a sticky tongue. So you know that a frog has sticky and long tongue, but here you have to write sticky. There are the two reasons behind it. One is in your fair book it is already there, that sticky tongue. Second is sticky is the important characteristic, because if it is not sticky, frog will not be able to catch its prey. So please remember this, and the spelling of sticky should also be correct. Anyways, moving on to the next one, number 6. We should not touch electric switches with dashed hands. Now in your fair book the answer was should not, but here something else is there missing, which you have to fill in the blank. Please write the answer. We should not touch electric switches with dashed hands. And I hope that you are writing each and every answer properly with the legible writing in the sequence with the answer number. So with dashed hands we should not touch the electric switches. If you have written the answer, please check your answer. Answer is wet. So wet hands. We should not touch electric switches with the wet hands. That is what you already know. Please repeat this after me. We should not touch electric switches with wet hands. Clear enough? Okay. So by now I hope that you have got the idea how the questions are twisted in fill in the blanks. Number 7. We should always wait for our desk while playing on swings. Please write the answers. We should always wait for our desk while playing on swings. So here again the answer is easier compared to the previous one, compared to what you have written in your books, because if you have learned that answer particularly for this question, then this is very easy one. Anyways, I hope that you have written the answers. This is a sufficient time for writing the fill in the blank. Answer is turn, T-U-R-N, turn. We should always wait for our turn while playing on swings rather than pushing each other. So this is the correct answer. Please repeat after me once, loudly and clearly. We should always wait for our turn while playing on swings. So you know that if you don't wait and if you push each other, what will happen? You may get seriously injured, or you may kind of injured someone else who is already there, harm them by pushing them. So this is what the discipline should be there. Moving on to the next one, number 8. We should use zebra dash while crossing the roads. Quickly write down your answers. We should use zebra dash while crossing the roads. So I am waiting for you to write your answers. Some of you might be still thinking, some of you might have written already what the correct answers are and are waiting for the right answers to verify it. we should use zebra dash. Let's see what the correct answer is. Crossing. It is already written here, while crossing the roads. So you should be able to recollect your answers. It is zebra crossing. Correct? Please repeat this statement after me once. We should use zebra crossing while crossing the roads. Clear enough? Okay. Moving on. Number 9. We should give an immediate care to an dash person. Write down the answers, please. What should be the answer according to you? We should give an immediate care to an dash person. So, the spelling should also be correct. While you write the answers, make sure you check your spellings too. So, if you have written the answers, let's see what the correct answer is. Injured. Injured person should be immediately given the first aid box with which you can wipe their cuts and wounds. Please repeat this sentence after me once, loudly and clearly. We should give an immediate care to an injured person. Okay. Now, moving on to the 10th one. We should use an antiseptic dash to wipe cuts and wounds. So, we should use an antiseptic dash to wipe cuts and wounds. Now, I hope that you have written the answers because this is very easy. Correct answer is cream. If you have written this, you are absolutely right. Please repeat this after me once. We should use an antiseptic cream to wipe cuts and wounds. Now, moving on to the next part, which is match the following. One match the following I have brought here for you. Column A and column B. Column B is shuffled. The correct answers are not written. You don't have to write anything here. You have to just speak the answers orally, verbally. Please put your pencils down and try to match A and B and keep the answers in your mind, because in the next page I'll display the correct answers as well. Now, what can you say you can match with this wet floor? Can you match these black and white stripes? Wait or drive ahead carefully. Stop, slipping, sharp object. Then, what can you match with scissors? Can you say it is a sharp object? Okay, if you think so, what you think about the zebra crossing? Can you say it says that wait or drive ahead carefully, or is it black and white stripes? Because zebra crossing I have shown you in one of the lectures. Then what do you say about the red light? Does it indicate that wait or drive ahead carefully, or slipping or stop? And what do you think about the yellow light? Does it indicate to stop or to wait or drive ahead carefully? So, let's see what the correct answer is. Column A will remain as it is and this will be shuffled. For the wet floor, the correct answer was slipping. Means if the floor is wet, if it is not dry, you should not run or walk on it unless it gets dry. Otherwise, you will slip down. Scissors, it is considered as a sharp object, obviously. Then comes to zebra crossing. Now, It is black and white stripes. That is why the name of it is zebra crossing, because zebra has black and white stripes on its body. It is an animal, right? Coming on to the red light. Red light obviously indicates to stop where you are, to stop your vehicle. It is the traffic light. Then comes to yellow light, which is again the traffic light signal light, which indicates either you wait or drive ahead very carefully. So these are the matchings. These were the questions, and I hope you now know why we matched A with 4, B with 5 and so on. This way you have to consider each column carefully and match it while you are appearing for the exam. Now there might not be major changes in match the columns, but there might be the mixing questions of chapter 1 and chapter 2 in the exam, so you have to be very careful. I hope this concept is clear. Now moving on to question and answers. It is also twisted, so you are requested to write the answers. Please write the answers in your book while I display the question and before I display the answers. Please give the heading question and answers. If you want, you can just give the short forms question and answers. So you have to write the answers here because the questions might be made by myself or it might be twisted. So let's get started. Question number 1. See students, these are not the long question answers of 2 or 3 lines. You don't have to write the sentences and sentences. You have to write just a word or two. Yes, in exams also I have kept one description message for you all that just write the main part of the answer and not full sentence. So for those who are watching this video lecture, this is one benefit for you all. This is one instruction. Don't write full sentences, just write a word or two or needed part of the answer. Question number 1. What are the animals which only eat plants, vegetables called? Please write your answers. What are the animals which only eat plants, vegetables called? So what kind of animal are those who only eats the plants and vegetables called? While you write the type, make sure your spellings are correct. We are going to repeat the question and answer both. So if you have written the answer, let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is herbivores. So here you should know the definition, because here the correct definition is converted into the question and the type is converted into the heading is converted into the answer, so as to make the answer shorten. So I hope that this is very interesting way for you to. Please repeat this question and answer after me. What are the, I hope that you are repeating loudly. What are the animals which only eats plants, vegetables called? Answer: herbivores. Let us repeat the spelling. HERBIVORES. Clear enough? Moving on to the next question. Question 2. What are the animals which only eat flesh called? Please write down the answer. What according to you should be the answer for this, and then check your answers after a display. What are the animals which only eats flesh called? Flesh eating animals are which kind of animals, are in which category? So I hope that you have written the answer. What are the animals which only eats the flesh are called? Correct answer is carnivores. The flesh eating animals are called carnivores, whereas the plants eating animal are called herbivores. So I hope that you written the spelling of carnivores properly if you have written the answer CARNIVORES. Moving on to the next question. What are the animals which eats both plants and flesh of the other animals called? Quickly write down the answers. See, now carnivores and herbivores are clear. So the remaining type is which type? Will fit here obviously. What are the animals which eats both plants and flesh of other animals called? I hope that you have written the answer, because the answer is no more than one word. Correct answer is omnivores. Please check your spelling. OMNIVORES, omnivores. Clear enough? Now, moving on to the next question. Question number 4. Let me read the question. The method of feeding in which the food is first swallowed and later brought back to the mouth for chewing is called what? So this method is called what? Quickly write down the answers if you know, or try to write the correct answer. The method of feeding in which the food is first swallowed, later brought back to the mouth for chewing is called. So let's see what the correct answer is. It is called chewing the cud. So this is also not the long answer, just the 3 words, chewing the cud. So this way, if I ask you in the exam, you have to write this answer, you don't have to write the full sentence. And I hope that is very clear to you. Please check the spelling of chewing, CHEWING, chewing. Let us move on to the next question. What does the green traffic light indicates? I repeat the question. What does the green traffic light indicates? Please write the answer. What does it indicates? You directly have to write the answers. In the exam also, you don't have to write the sentence. Generally you write like this, that the green traffic light indicates XYZ. So this way you don't have to write the sentence in exam, you just have to write the main answers. So if you have written the answer, let's just check your answer. Please check your answer while I display it. Correct answer is go. Green traffic light indicates go. No need to write full sentence, just write go. That's it. And no need to check the spellings, obviously. So I hope that this lecture was too useful to you like the previous lecture. In this lecture I showed you how can I change questions of fill in the blanks. Match the following obviously will remain mostly as it is, but there will be the twist in match the following if match the following of chapter 1 and 2 are combined. Then it might be a headache for you because the options will be combined, the questions will be combined, but if you have learned thoroughly, if you have understood it, there is no question of complexity over there in the paper. Thanks for watching the lecture, students, and I hope even now you know how can I ask one word answers in the question answers. And again I would like to repeat, please don't prefer to write the full sentence answer, because that will be more time and space consuming. You have limited space over there. You will be able to write 1 or 2 sentences, but ignore doing that. Just write the main part of the answer, which will also be there in your paper. When you will see the question answers part, I have written in the brackets that please write the main part and don't prefer to write the full sentence. So I hope these 3 things are very much clear. So with this, our second part of paper style revision is also over. I hope this was very useful to you, and I hope whatever you have written throughout the lectures, you will send it to your follow-up teachers, because you know we note down the names and then we display the names once in a while to appreciate the students who are regularly sending the work. So lastly, write the paper properly, reading the questions, options, answers properly. Before submitting, check your spellings. Good luck for your papers. Goodbye.